Alright, you guys, welcome back to Anton's class. This is like take 3. Anyways, I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, my name's Anton and I am all about wellness. Part of my wellness journey brought me to Africa and I got to experience Rwanda and Namibia, and I was actually living there, okay? I wasn't just there as a tourist, I was living there. So in 2022, I know a lot of you are seriously considering relocating to Africa, or at least visiting Africa and checking it out. So I'm going to be your coach this year, all right, in helping you achieve your goals of reaching the motherland. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to keep you. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Anton's class, okay? I don't want you to miss out on this content, and I don't want you to miss out on these wonderful coaching sessions, which are here to help you. All right, I got my tea, of course. This is some dandelion tea. Pull up a chair, get yourself a beverage of choice, and let's get started. Get your notebook. I know you have a notebook. Go ahead and get one. If you don't, you need to invest in one. All right, get you a notebook. It's really good to write your goals in. I highly recommend it. You might think it's old school, and yes, it is old school, but that's all right because it really helps you to see things written, and it really helps you to handwrite your goals and your aspirations and things like that. So go ahead and get your notebook. Let's take notes. You got to take these notes, okay? It's going to be beneficial to you. So first and foremost, if you're coming to Africa in 2022, you need to choose a country, right? That's the first thing that we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to be here to help you choose a country. There are lots of countries in Africa, okay? It's an entire continent. And so it could be a daunting task saying, I do want to get to Africa in 2022, but I'm not even sure which country to go to, right? And you just kind of randomly pick. I know that's not usually what people do, but I want you to make the best choice for you because every African country is different, and there are some things that people aren't going to necessarily put you up on, all right? Some people just tell you the positive of a country, and I want to balance it out, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Disclaimer, every country in Africa is beautiful, and every country in Africa has something to offer, okay? So if I don't mention a country, it's not because I'm explicitly or purposely neglecting that country. I just forgot it, or for the sake of time, I chose not to have it in this list, okay? I'm going to choose some of the most popular countries that a lot of people are relocating to, and maybe a few that aren't so popular, all right? But I'm just really here to help you choose the best country for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You can divide your notebook into sections. If you're thinking about various countries, which I think is a good idea, I think you should consider multiple countries. And I talk about that a lot, maybe visiting a couple of countries to see if one doesn't work out, maybe the other one will, which is what I did. I went to Rwanda, and then I was like, uh-oh, and then I went down to Namibia, okay? So that might be the process for you as well, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't followed me over on Instagram already, go ahead and do that, okay? I got a lot going on over there. As you can see, I don't want you to miss out. I'm pretty active over there, all right? So let's get in touch. If you want to email me, you could go ahead and shoot me an email, antonsclass1@gmail.com for consultations or coaching sessions or anything like that, all right? Let's get started. First region is West Africa, all right? So, of course, Africa is divided into 5 regions, and West Africa is a good place to start because that's where a lot of our ancestry comes from. That's where a lot of diasporans go to first. So let's go ahead and dive in and talk about some of the pros and cons of, let's say, 3 countries in West Africa before we move on and check out some other regions, okay? Go ahead and like this video if you're enjoying it so far, and of course, engage in the comments below. This is a community, all right? So I want to hear your input. I want to hear your tips, your advice, your experience when you've moved abroad or visited abroad, and any questions you may have. And let me know if I left anything out about a particular country, okay? Because I'm really trying to help you all in this Anton's class community, all of my wonderful Anton's classmates, to be prepared for Africa, all right, in 2022. So let's get it. So, all right, West Africa. Of course, I'm going to start with Ghana, okay? That's where a lot of diasporans go. There's a large diasporan community there. Ghana has done a pretty good job of welcoming the diaspora home, okay? They had the year of return, and yeah, they've done a pretty good job. So Ghana, let's talk about some of the pros and the cons. All right, let's start with the cons, because a lot of times I forget about the cons, okay? So let's kind of start with the cons and then move to the pros, okay? Again, disclaimer, every country is beautiful, everything has something to offer, but these are some of the cons that I've researched and that I've heard about. So let's talk about those and the pros. Cons. It could be very hot, okay, in West Africa and in Ghana. I heard it can be very hot. So if you're a person kind of like me, I tend to like cooler climates, then it could be potentially difficult. Of course, there's air conditioning. Okay, you can have an air conditioner and you'll be all right. I still haven't been to Ghana, but I plan to go. And so, yeah, the heat is something real in Ghana. All right. So that's a potential con. Some people find that as a pro. All right. Some people find that as a pro. Another potential con is the fact that I've heard that in Ghana, in some parts of Ghana, that a lot of people burn their refuse or something like that. And for some people, that could be problematic because that might be challenging for your lungs, the air quality. Okay, so that's definitely something that I had to bring up because I know some people are asthmatic or want really clean air. And so that could be an issue for you, okay, if you're moving to Ghana. And that could just be in Accra or that could be in other parts as well. But that's something that you have to consider if you're moving to Ghana. Okay. Another thing that happens in Ghana occasionally are the power outages. Now, it's not as bad as other countries like in Nigeria, from what I've heard, but they still have them occasionally. Okay. And so that's something you have to consider as well if you're moving to Ghana. Another thing is that Accra is quite expensive. It's a beautiful, thriving metropolis of a city, but it's quite expensive. All right, so if you're looking to really save money, Accra might not be the place for you. It could be okay, and you can move there and save money. Obviously, you would have to visit and see, but Accra can be a pretty expensive place to live. All right, so that's something you have to consider. Now, let's get to the pros, okay? The pros are many, and they probably outweigh the cons, but still, of course, we had to discuss those. So the pros of Ghana, which are so many: the beaches, beautiful scenery. It's a very green country, right? You have beautiful rivers, you have forests, and beautiful environment, okay? Accra is a thriving city. The capital of Ghana is thriving. There's a lot of opportunity there. There are a lot of diasporans there, right? There are a lot of opportunities for you to start businesses related to tourism or various other industries, okay? Another cool thing about Accra is that they're building a city. I forgot what it's called. I'll probably post something on the screen here. It's going to be in Cape Coast, Ghana, okay? And it is like a city to welcome diasporans back to the continent. All right, so that could be a huge opportunity for those looking to invest in Ghana or to settle in Ghana. So definitely look out for that. All right. Another thing is that Ghana is more affordable once you leave Accra. So you don't have to stay in Accra. You can leave Accra and go to other places in Ghana and potentially save a lot of money. Okay, so you can explore outside of Accra if you are looking to be on a budget, and you'll be good in that way. Another benefit is you can buy land. As an African American, you can purchase land in Ghana. I think it's a lease, though. I think it's called a long-term lease, and you lease it for, I think it's like several decades, and then you have to re-lease the land. Okay, I know that's a very foreign concept to a lot of Americans who usually were allowed to buy land outright, but that's just the way it is in other countries, in a lot of countries in Africa. And I think that has to do with wanting to protect the land and the land rights for the local Ghanaians. Okay. Ghanaians, I think, can lease it for 100 years or something like that. So, anyways, that's something to consider and something to think about. All right. Ghana's fertile. Speaking of land, that's another pro. Ghana is a very fertile country. From what I've heard, it has very rich, healthy soil. You can grow things. All right. So, definitely consider that. If you're looking to buy land and to grow crops and to have your little farm or your little garden, then Ghana could potentially be a very good place for you, okay? Because it is a fertile country. There's a YouTuber in Ghana that I really like, ES from Eat, Love, Migrate. Shout out to her. She's already in Ghana. She's in northern Ghana, so if you're interested in other regions of Ghana, you can check out northern Ghana. Check out her channel. She has a lot of information about that, okay? She's even purchased land and gone through all that process, okay? So I highly recommend you check out her channel. I'm going to do an entire separate video about my favorite channels, which helped prepare me for Africa. Anyways, you guys, so let's go ahead and move on to another country. We spent enough time on Ghana. We love you, Ghana. We love you, GH. And hopefully I make it out to Ghana sometime soon. Now, Senegal is the next country we're talking about in West Africa. Senegal is a beautiful country. It's French speaking. Did I mention Ghana was mostly English speaking? That was a pro. Anyways, Senegal is mostly French speaking. Okay, so if you speak French, bravo to you. Très bien. Okay, but if you don't, that's okay. You could learn Wolof, which is a local language, but if you're not interested in learning another language, then that's something you have to consider, because in Senegal, I'm sure there are lots of people who speak English, but it's not one of their official languages that I'm aware of. French and Wolof are the primary languages that they speak, especially in Dakar, Senegal. Okay, I know there are other local languages and other dialects and that, but French and Wolof are what they speak, especially in Dakar. Okay, so if you speak French or if you're willing to learn French, good for you. All right, because you'll be able to function. Benefits of Senegal is it's close to the United States, closer to a lot of other countries in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa, okay? I think there are direct flights now from New York to Dakar. I think Ghana is looking to get direct flights, if they don't already have them, to New York City. Okay, so Dakar, Senegal, you can get to New York. It's not too far. I don't think the flight is that long. And that's something to really consider when you're thinking about moving to Africa, because if you're going to bring your family with you or you're going to be going back and forth to the West, then that's something to consider. That's a huge pro of Senegal. That's one thing I was really attracted to about Senegal when I was researching countries in Africa, was the fact that it was closer to the United States. So that proximity was a huge pro for me. Another benefit is the food, okay? Senegal has some delicious food. From what I've heard, a very rich food culture, a history of the culinary arts in Senegal, some ancient West African traditions going back to the Ghana Empire, the Mali Empire, and so Senegal has a lot going on there. All right. Another huge plus to Senegal is the history and the culture, okay? Same with Ghana, if I forgot to mention, okay? History, culture, heritage, that's a beautiful thing about Ghana, all right? So I want us to go back and write that in your notes about Ghana. Senegal has the same thing, a very rich culture, a very rich history, a beautiful culture for you to experience. They have festivals and different things. And so I think culturally you will really be enriched if you go to Senegal. So if that's something you're looking for, then that's something that you could enjoy there. All right. Something to note is that Senegal is a majority Muslim country. Okay, that's something to just note. Okay, that's not necessarily a pro or a con or whatever for you, but that's just something important for you to take note on. Okay, because it could affect how you dress as a woman potentially. It could affect how you live or something like that. All right. Okay, I have not been to Senegal yet. I would love to go there, but yeah. All right, next country. Let's go ahead and move on. How could I forget? Senegal is also one of the safest countries in Africa, so that's a plus. And Akon City is currently under construction, so check that out. To Senegal's little brother, which is the Gambia. All right, of course, when we're talking about West Africa, got to talk about the Gambia because so many African Americans are moving to the Gambia. All right. Afro-Americans and Afro-Europeans who are relocating to Africa are moving to the Gambia. It's affordable. It's on the west coast of Africa again, so that proximity. They do speak English in the Gambia, okay? Yes, they also speak Wolof. Yes, they also speak Mandinka and Soninke, and I think in some other languages, but English is one of the primary languages that are spoken in the Gambia, okay? And I believe it is the language of instruction in schools as well. So there's a lot of opportunity now in the Gambia since you have a lot of tourism going on over there, okay? It's known for tourism. It has beautiful beaches. It's a really small country, so some people find that very attractive, but that could be potentially a con for you because the Gambia is kind of small. All right, so geographically, it just surrounds the Gambia River, okay, the Senegambia River, or the Gambia River, okay? So if that's something that you're not interested in, then you may want to consider somewhere else, all right? The process of buying land, I've heard, is pretty easy. Okay, I've seen other families do that. YouTubers here on this platform have gone to Gambia and bought land, the Gambia, and purchased land, and they're enjoying themselves. They're loving it. So the Gambia, delicious food as well, similar culture to Senegal, so we don't have to spend too much time on the Gambia. Anyways, you guys, that's about it for West Africa, all right? We talked about Ghana, we talked about Senegal, we talked about the Gambia. There are many other countries, Sierra Leone. I had a brother recommending Sierra Leone to me. I've had people talk about Liberia. Nigeria, I was going to talk about, but it's a large country and not too many diasporans are going to Nigeria, okay? Yes, there's a lot of opportunity there. I love Nigerians. I have not been to Nigeria, but I will make it there someday, okay? I'm of Nigerian ancestry as an African American, quite a lot of it. And I love Nigerian food. The culture is amazing, so Nigeria is somewhere to consider, okay? But for the sake of time and for the sake of the fact that a lot of African Americans and Afro-Caribbeans are not going to Nigeria, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys comment below. We're not going to spend too much time talking about Nigeria, okay? It is an option. Lagos is a thriving city. It's an English-speaking country. All right, Nigeria, they speak English. It's a diverse country. It has beautiful cities like Lagos and Enugu and Port Harcourt and Abuja, okay? You don't just have to stay in Lagos. If you go to Nigeria, all I would say is probably check out somewhere outside of Lagos. Maybe go to Abuja or somewhere in the east, like around the southeast or something like that, all right? Because Nigeria is a beautiful country and it has a lot to offer, beautiful culture and a lot of opportunities, okay? So that's it for West Africa, you guys. And look, we're already 16 minutes in. And so we're going to end this coaching session here because I know y'all are busy and you have a lot to do. But don't worry, I want you to come back for the next coaching session, okay? You don't want to miss out. I'm going to be here to discuss Southern Africa, okay, which is where I spent most of my time in Africa. And then also we're going to get into Eastern Africa, okay, and talk about that as well. So thank you for stopping by Anton's class. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I want you back here, okay? And yep, follow me on Instagram, as I said. And as always, let's journey together. Let's get well together. And thank you for stopping by Anton's class.